This is D, and let's stress for life. That's what's up. Mohandas Gandhi said, "I like your Christ. I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are so unlike your Christ." What was going on during that time? The colonial oppression of India and South Africa. But if he were in the United States, or if a figure similar to him was in the United States, what might that individual have said? That individual might have said something to the sort of, "I like your Constitution. I do not like your Americans. Your Americans are so unlike your Constitution." What was going on? Remember, you had these people of European ancestry that fled from Europe because of the religious and the political oppression that was going on there. And what did they do when they got to the United States of America? They oppressed the people that they met here. Who might those individuals have been? Native Americans, First Nationers. But it didn't stop there. They had some folk with my beautiful hue that came over to the United States, and not as immigrants. These individuals in the belly of slave ships came over, or were dragged over, were forced over here, and they were exploited. Once again, I like your Constitution. I do not like your Americans. Your Americans are so unlike your Constitution. Where am I really going with this, my brother? Where am I really going with this, my sister? Have you ever heard anybody tell you, "I like you. I do not like your poor communication skills. Your poor communication skills are so unlike you"? Have you ever heard that? Well, this video might be for you. So let's get with it. But before we get with it, you need to grab a pen and you need to grab a piece of paper. I will pause long enough for you to pause this video and go get your pen and your paper. Pause. Unpause. All right. Now, I want you to think about the acronym TALK. TALK. And I hope that this can help you as you try to improve your communication skills. T. Take a time out and a deep breath with the person that you're having the conflict. This was exampled to me by a young man who shared that he and his friend were having conflict. They were going back and forth, arguing back and forth. And he told his friend, "Stop, breathe with me." And they took, I don't know how many deep breaths they took together, but they took the deep breaths together, and it really helped mellow the situation out. And they were able to go back into the conversation and have a much more productive outcome. This I encourage you to do. The reason I encourage you to do this is because sometimes individuals will get in conflict, and what they will do is they'll feel so uncomfortable that they think that they need to take a time out for 3 minutes, 3 hours, 3 days, 3 years, and never come back to the situation. That's not good. That's not healthy, and that's most certainly not productive. Taking the time out together is, number one, of course, going to get that heart rate down, get things settled down pretty significantly or to some degree. But another thing is it's going to foster that sense of cooperation. Cooperation. I know that's a foreign word to some of us, but it will foster that sense of cooperation. Let's go to A. A is assess you. What are you assessing about you? One thing that you're assessing about you is, are you contributing to the drama in the relationship? The only way you're going to get better is if you're honest with you. Another thing that you need to do when you're assessing you is, what is it that you need? So many times we're poor communicators in what we need, because we're not even really sure what we need. We think that we're in this situation, we're in this conflict, and it's not even the person that we're in the conflict with. Maybe the conflict is not my wife. Maybe I have mommy issues. Maybe if my wife is in conflict with me, she got, that's right, daddy issues. You got issues too. So, hey, we all got issues. But whatever the case, we really need to assess ourselves. We really need to see what's going on with us, because so much of the time, the issue that we're dealing with is not the issue. The issue is something from well before we probably even met these individuals. Or the issue is well before this day and this time. Now let's go to the next one. L. Listen to that person. And how are you going to listen to that person? You're going to listen with your eyes, and you're going to listen with your ears. And what are you going to be listening for? You're going to be listening for what's really going on with that individual. Let me give you an example. There was this one lady, this is a true story, who was at work, and she was dealing with a boss who had issues. I don't know if she had mommy issues, daddy issues, or both. She realized that this lady was not having issues at work, but well before she came into work. So what did she do? K. And what is K? Keep it short, keep it simple, and keep it sweet. That's right. Whenever you're communicating with the individuals, you're communicating with them to help them along the process. Because as you help them along the process, guess who you're really helping? You're really helping you. And I'm going to tell you how. Remember that lady? As she helped her boss, as she helped her supervisor by telling her supervisor, "You're hurting. Would you like a hug?" Her boss broke down. Her boss cried. Her boss confided in her. And at the end of everything, this sister, this saintly sister, had a much more relaxed and peaceful work environment. So as much as this sister was helping her boss, this sister was actually helping herself. Well, I don't want to be accused of not keeping it short, keeping it simple, and keeping it sweet. So what I will tell you is, as I'm winding down, I'd like to invite you to like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Additionally, I really encourage you to visit us at www.destressmethod.com, where you'll find additional resource information. That information, we hope, will be to your benefit spiritually, physically, and mentally. Well, that's all I got for now. This is D, and Less Stress for Life. That's what's up. Peace.